Hello, Liz here, Embodied Feminine Energy. This is video 2 of Get to Know the Goddess. So thank you for joining me. If you'd like to, please like, subscribe, and I'm also open to receiving donations if you enjoy this service and this offering that I provide on my YouTube channel. So today I asked for the Goddess. I'm using the Divine Feminine cards that I have from Megan Watterson, and we have Pope Joan, who's come through, and this is the Pontiff of possibilities. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. I haven't yet looked at the narrative in the book. I pulled my traditional tarot cards to give me a feeling of how we can translate this energy today. And I have 4 cards, the 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, the King of Cups, the Sun, and at the bottom of the deck is the 5 of Cups. And I was drawn to this because I feel like this energy of the reading is saying it's a time for rebalancing our relationships and how we emotionally connect. So the 6 of Pentacles is the rebalancing of energies, how the way things have been done, the giving and the receiving, has it been in balance emotionally but also materially? Pentacles are earth energy, so our stability, our structure, our finances, our work. And Pope Joan's card is saying the possibilities are limitless. But when we're looking back, or we're caught in a negative vibration of lack, of worry, of concern, of what we've had to let go of, then that vibration draws us away from the openness of positivity, of possibility. So this card at the bottom of the deck I wanted to talk about, because this is saying we need to check in with ourselves and look at how we're focusing on the future and focusing on the now. Are we still mourning and grieving and struggling to let go of the wounds and the loss and the emotional turmoil of the past? Or are we now ready to look forwards because the future is bright? We have the Sun card at the end. So this is, the happiest card of the major arcanas. It's one of the most positive cards, saying you can ride into the sunset. You can be playful like your inner child. The possibilities are limitless. Children don't have the same doom and gloom attitude of worry and concern. They want to be a spaceman one day, then they're a spaceman. If they follow their inner impulses and their urges for what keeps them happy, anything's possible for a child. And that's the energy of this card. Drawn to the 9 of Cups and the King of Cups, which to me is saying, if you're struggling to believe that there's a relationship, a more satisfying emotional connection, either in your current relationship or in a new one, again, look at your energy. Are you telling yourself that it's not possible? Are you telling yourself that there aren't any changes you can make? Because the cups are water energy, they're emotion, they're water in motion. And I was teaching this morning actually about water and the sacral chakra. When water becomes blocked, it's frozen, it becomes like an iceberg, and it can do a lot of damage. And we need to keep our emotions flowing, and we need to stay optimistic and hopeful for the future. It's all about our mindset. It's all about the vibration and how we feel. If we're free flowing with our emotions, then that will free flow into our relationships. So the 9 of Cups is about partnership. So this is saying to me that the possibilities are limitless. There's a rebalancing of partnerships. 6 of Pentacles are people working together. There's more harmonious union, and they're stepping into this power of being in your emotional seat of power, your center. And this is, attracting the king, mastery of the emotions, mastery of water. And once we move into this energy, this rebalancing, no longer looking back and looking at what we've lost, but looking forwards to the possibility, the sun will shine and things will start to move and open up. So that's my interpretation of how this energy of Pope Joan can help us today. I will also add now the narrative from the book once I found the page. Pope Joan embodies the truth that all things are possible. According to popular legend, there was a female pope who reigned for 3 years in the 9th century. She was a brilliant, highly educated woman who entered the Catholic Church in Rome by cross-dressing as a man so she could be with her lover. Intelligent and quick-witted, she rose through the ranks of the church hierarchy and was eventually elected as the Pope. 3 years into her reign, she was in a procession from St. Peter's to the Lateran, in a lane once known as Via Sacra, the Sacred Way. Her true sex was dramatically revealed in the middle of the Sacred Way when she gave birth surrounded by a shocked and astounded crowd. One legend says that she was killed immediately and buried on the spot where she had given birth. Another says that she lived to do her penance for her deception, and her son became the Bishop of Ostia, had her entombed with honour in his cathedral when she died. Regardless, her name was removed from the list of popes. In the 13th century, a chronicle was written which contains mention of the unnamed female pope. This inspired a wildfire of interest that spread throughout Europe. To this day, the legend of Pope Joan is widely believed, especially among Christians. When we select this card, we can so easily get caught beneath the glass ceiling of what we think is possible. But the truth is that everything is possible. It's hard for us to imagine just how much the divine wants for our lives, much more than we could ever hope. Pope Joan reminds us that even if we think what we want isn't possible, it is. Or even better, there is something our soul wants for us that will give us more than we can think to ask for. Pope Joan is assigned to trust in what you believe about yourself. Trust what's within you. Don't rely on what you see around you. Have faith. Know that the circumstances you are currently in are transformed from within. Begin to believe in a vision of your life. Cultivate the capacity to see it, to really imagine it with all your senses, and you will live into the day when it exists as the reality that now surrounds you. Pope Joan's right hand is held in the papal blessing, a Christian mudra of benediction. The two fingers that point downwards represent Christ's dual nature as both fully human and fully divine. The human ego is limited and lives beneath a glass ceiling. Pope Joan demonstrates to us that through that, for the soul, the glass ceiling doesn't even exist. Trust in what the soul knows is possible for you. This is what Joan's wry smile reminds us. So the intention, the possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. And this Sun card is driving us forward to have our highest good manifest. We're here for a specific soul's purpose. Sometimes we get blocked and distracted by the physical reality and the hardships of life, and we make choices based on that rather than listening to our heart, listening to our soul. So this energy is saying, remember to surrender into the flow, or surrender to the emotions, and trust that sometimes when you're feeling trapped, you can't see what's possible, your soul will guide you. So it's a really lovely message for this time. Again, I mentioned yesterday we're coming out of the void of the new moon and this rebalancing time, and we've got the Six of Pentacles, looking at our relationships, looking at our hopes and dreams. Maybe it's for marriage, partnership, for an emotional fulfilling connection with someone else connected and available with their emotions. But whatever it is, dream big and manifest. Feel the sunshine on your face. Feel the horse beneath you, the wind in your hair. Allow yourself to dream big and innocently, because anything and everything is possible. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon with the third goddess that we can talk about. Thank you.